In these problems, we are adding functions to other functions, we're subtracting functions from each other, and even multiplying functions, finding the products of functions. So let me show you how that works. This first one, we have f of x is 9 minus x squared, g of x is 3 minus x, and it says find f plus g of x. Well, all you really have to do is add these things together. So it's 9 minus x squared plus 3 minus x. So, and I like to do this from the highest term down. I would start with negative x squared. I'm going to add in my negative x, and then I'm going to add in my 9 and my 3. Well, together that makes 12. So f plus g of x equals negative x squared minus x plus 12. Let's try another one. This one says, given f of x is 9 minus x squared, and f plus g of x is negative x squared minus x plus 12. This might look familiar. Find the function g. So to do that, you have to subtract f of x from this thing. Well, I would start with the highest term here. So negative x squared, I'll subtract that from here. Well, a negative x squared minus a negative x squared, that's negative x squared plus x squared, it's going to come out to 0. So it's like that goes away. Then we have a 9, so I'd subtract that from the 12, and I'd get a 3. And what I get is a negative x plus 3, and that is the function g of x, although it might be written this way, 3 minus x. Oops. All right, let's try another one here. In this one, we have two functions. There's f of x, there's g of x, and we want to find the product, so we're multiplying. And as you might suspect, we simply put these two functions together and multiply them. We're going to, in this case, we're going to FOIL them out because we've got binomials. So 2 times 4 is 8, minus 2x squared, minus 4x, and which one didn't I do? Oh, the last. So plus x cubed. And probably we should rewrite this in descending degree. So the product of f of g of x is x cubed minus 2x squared minus 4x plus 8. All right, one more. This one looks complicated. It says find f minus g of x and f plus g of 2 for f of x equals this and g of x equals this. So let's find our f minus g of x first. And what I'm going to do here is, I notice for each of these functions I've got an x squared term, an x term, and a number term, and nothing else. So I'm just going to take it a piece at a time. F minus g. So let's take the x squared term. So that's 4x squared minus 5x squared, which would be a negative x squared. Let's go down to the x term. I've got a negative 5x minus a negative 4x. So it's negative 5x plus 4x, or just negative x. Then I've got 3 minus a negative 2, so that's actually plus 5. So this is f minus g of x. All right, let's do the next one. It's f plus g of 2, and what I'd like to do first is just find f plus g of x. And then we'll plug in the 2 there. So f plus g of x. We're going to add here. So 4x squared plus 5x squared, that's 9x squared. Negative 5x plus a negative 4x, that's negative 9x. And 3 plus a negative 2, that's 1. And now we're going to go ahead and plug in our 2. So we'll make this f of g of 2. That would be 9 times 2 squared, so 9 times 4, minus 9 times 2, that's 18. Plus 1. So we'd get 36 minus 17, and I think that equals 19. So that is a little bit about adding and subtracting and finding products of functions.